Sunday night, Ravens at the Bengals. Because the Ravens lost to the Bengals last week, there was no coin toss to determine, thank God, home field advantage for this one. Looks like Tyler Huntley's going to go for Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, unlikely. Joe Burrow, very likely, very healthy, very determined to slip back into the mode that we saw last year. You know, we didn't really talk about this with Kirk Cousins, but Cousins is a little of that Joe Burrow mentality. I'm going to go out there and I'm taking it from you. You know, whatever it was that caused him to throw that ball up to Justin Jefferson on 4th and really long in Buffalo, you got to have that mentality in the playoffs. You need to treat every play as 4th and really long. You got to go for it. You got to trust your abilities. That's what Burrow does, Chris. And unless they get themselves caught up in this one, looking past the Ravens because they're pissed off about having to go to Buffalo, they're pissed off about everything that happened, and they are just generally pissed off, I don't see them losing this one, and I think they're going to channel their pissed-offedness at beating the Ravens again. Without Lamar Jackson, I don't know how the Ravens can keep this one close.
I mean, you know, I would agree. I do think the Bengals are certainly, you know, in the driver's seat here as far as being the better football team and the team that I favor. I mean, you said a lot of good things. I mean, Burrow's awesome. I don't know what else to say. He's like you said, he's nipping at the heels of Allen and Mahomes, and really in a lot of ways, I'm not so sure if I don't think he's right there with them right now. It's a little different style. It is. It's a little more traditional, but you know that offense poses problems for that Ravens defense. You know, and even in this game, you saw it. I mean, I think the Bengals played very conservative, and there they were up 24-7 at one point. I mean, it was. That's where Burrow's great too. He understands the whole game to go like, wait, you know, last week that's Anthony Brown. I'm not going to take chances. Ooh, that guy might be open, but wait, the Ravens offense, they're not going to move the ball in our defense consistently. I'll just take the 5 yards here. He's got a great understanding of that. And then, of course, as you've heard me say all year, the Ravens want to play zone defense. And it's hard to do that against Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's like the best zone quarterback in football within the pocket. He just knows how to get it out quickly, all the right spots. But I do worry about this a little bit. You know, Lyle Collins getting hurt. The right tackle, Adeniji, had a real problem with JPP in the pass rush there. You know, now Alex Kappa, he's hurt, not playing this week. That is a little bit of a concern that plays into the Ravens' favor because now, hey, rushing 4, it might get home a little bit more, you know, when they play zone and all of that. I think, though, the biggest thing I'm going to go to, Mike, is I think the Bengals are going to get a good clue on this type of zones the Ravens wanted to play in certain formations and down and distances, and I think they're going to be able to dial up a few big plays off of it. You know, I think that the Ravens played some tendencies in the drop-back pass game to where I looked at plays and I went, ooh, if they call this or if this guy ran this route, like the Ravens would be screwed here. So that's where I find it interesting, and Tyler Huntley's a better addition, but that Ravens offense is not very, very creative, and I think that Bengals defense is damn good. I have a hard time thinking the Ravens can win this one. I'm like you, Mike.
Yeah, and look, I'm concerned about having the right side of your offensive line gone. I am, but yeah, we've seen Joe Burrow operate with substandard offensive line. We saw him get sacked 9 times by the Titans last year, and they still found a way. I just think that just like with the Bills losing to the Dolphins, this would be a horrible failure by the Bengals to blow this one at home to a division rival that just seems overmatched. The Seahawks are the one division rival this week, and we got 3 of these games featuring teams from the same division. The Seahawks don't seem overmatched. The Dolphins do, and the Ravens do. And that's why I'm going to give you my score, 30-20. I think the Bengals win. I got them covering by a half point. And who knows? It could be uglier than that. The only reason I'm concerned is last week after the Bengals got a big lead, they did kind of take their foot off the gas. I don't know that they'll do that this week.
Right.
I think they're going to want to finish the job and keep everyone on notice that they got something in store for the Bills in the division around, and they'll know by Sunday night whether or not they're going to Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, I first off agree with you. I think the Bengals are a team with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. You know, Burrow is scary in the playoffs. The Ravens, as much as I respect them and all that, you know, it's just a tough matchup for their offense for me to sit here and think they're going to consistently move it on that Bengals defense, especially without Lamar Jackson. the Lamar Jackson story itself, I think, is a little bit of a distraction for this football team right now and all of that as well. So I'm with you. I'm going Bengals 30-17 in this one. I think it could be kind of close for a while. I could see the Ravens maybe having some long drives and eating up some clock and kind of hanging around there. But slowly but surely, I think the Bengals wear them down 30-17.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.